Hello there! Welcome to Johnny Builds. I am your host, of course, Johnny. And sorry about that, starting a little bit later than I normally do. We had some major storms rolling through here, and there was some stuff happening outside that I had to take care of. Of course, it was happening right before it was time to stream, so I apologize for that. But as you can see, we are here. We have Optimus Prime right here. He came in Sunday. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting Monday. But I am just happy that he is here so that I can do this and get this started. Have not opened the box at all. I have no idea what's in it. Hi, Versus. Good to see you. Thanks for joining me. I have no idea what's in this box. It has not even been opened in any way. So we're going to do kind of an unboxing and start off seeing what's inside. The only thing I do have is this was the shipping thing that came, and this is what we'll use to do our timer. I always write the timing stuff down on the latest shipping item. So what I'm going to do is let me get my trusty knife ready, because we'll do some nice gentle cuts on it, and we'll start this from the beginning. So you're all going to get to see. All right, so start the timer. 3, 2, 1, here we go. All right, so I had this up, so I'm going to pull it back a little bit so we can see as we unbox everything. All right, so the box itself is really cool. It stands up, which is kind of funny. Makes sense though, because again, it's supposed to be a robot. So this is what it looks like standing up. The sides have different aspects of Optimus on it. Classic Transformers logo. And then the back has the transition essentially from truck to robot and back, and the other things that are in the box. The jetpack that he borrows in one of the first episodes, his Energon axe, his blaster. This is kind of a weird thing. I know it was in the original, but it's the grill that goes here. Transformers always had pieces that you took off and put on, and that's one of the things that they had in the original. I mean, I'd rather just leave one of them on there, but it is part of it. And then Leadership of Matrix, or sorry, no, Matrix of Leadership. And then, of course, an information thing. So this thing is decked out and has everything as far as the original Optimus Prime goes. I could not find mine. I don't know where it is, because I wanted to kind of do a size comparison or whatever. The other thing that this doesn't have, that the original Optimus Prime has, is the trailer. This does not have the trailer. The original Optimus Prime came with the trailer. So we're going to start opening this. I know I was explaining a lot of stuff, but you know, that's me. So let's see, where is the easiest way to open this? So it looks like this is another one of those ones that has the tabs, and this opens like this. It's interesting. I mean, because it's all paneled here. There's no things to cut, actually. So I don't know. I guess that's what we do. I don't like ruining the box that way, but you know, what else are you going to do? So let's push down on it. Let me know if you're seeing any issues. Oh, there we go. Let me know if you're seeing any issues with the stream, because YouTube's yelling at me again. It always does at the beginning for some reason. It always yells at me that I'm not getting data for some reason. Let's move this down a little bit so you can see better. There we go. Okay, so we got these open. This is supposed to pull off, I'm guessing. These flat. There we go. I don't want to rip it. There we go. Alright, let us see what is inside. So far, so good. Okay, for some reason it says it's losing data. All right, bag 2. These aren't very big bags. These is very similar to the DeLorean, it looks like. So, but that's okay. Bag 9 looks like this is all our like Energon and different things like that. So, bag 9. Bag number 4 looks like a lot of leg pieces because of the dark blue. Bag 3. That one looks like torso pieces, lots of gray. Bag 10, last bag. Bag 6, more leg pieces. Bag 5, this goes with this. I'm probably, what I'm planning is based on the size of everything. Bag 7. Based on the size of everything, I'm probably going to, there's number 1, probably going to get to do 2 at a time. Up, there's our tires, 6 of them, like semi-trucks have. And our, oh, there's more way back here. And bag 8. Alright, so these are our instructions. Let's put these over here for the moment. Let's see if there's anything else I have in here. Nope, can't feel anything. So, we're going to start putting the bags back so they're easier to get to. Bag 10 goes, then 9. Bag 8. 7. 6. You can tell I went to school because I can count good, right? 2 bags for 5. 4. The sound of Lego bags. 3. And 2. So, we'll put this back up. Seal that back up. I don't like how they did this. I really don't like... I mean, this is old school Lego. This is how the Lego boxes used to do. But I don't really like that. I prefer to having the plastic stuff that you slice. However, I read on their site that they were doing this new... Whoops, that popped out. I didn't want to do that. They were doing less plastic, I guess. So that includes the stuff like that. Hi, you are. Good to see you. Glad you're here. So we're gonna get started on bag 1. I'm gonna leave the tires out here because I don't know when I'll need them. Now see, this is weird. So I don't understand why they can't do the box and have the tape, but here they can. It's really kind of weird. But what I'm guessing is because the bags are about the size of the DeLoreans, I'll be able to do 2 a night. We'll find out. Okay. And that did not, I must not have hit it. Did it enough? Let's go. There we go. I didn't want to do it too much, but I didn't do it enough at that point. Alright, here we go. The instructions. Not too many decals, which is nice. Here we go. If you can't tell, that's how the stream looked whenever I first started. And I'm not sure what this is. The other thing, too, I noticed is I don't have an orange thing. That's really unusual. Oh! Well, this is interesting. So... this is Lego saying, we're making our packaging more sustainable. We're transitioning from single-use plastic to paper-based packaging. As we progress, you may find a mix of paper and plastic in our boxes. So there's potentially a mix of... Hi, Jerry! Good to see you. So they say that there should be a mix, or potentially a mix. All these are plastic, so they haven't done that with this yet. So here's the instructions. Here's our decals, which there aren't too many. I'm happy about that. But yeah, they didn't send me, almost in every Lego set, they send me one of these. So it's kind of funny they didn't have one in here. Oh, shoot, you're right. It does say Luke's lightsaber, doesn't it? Oh, like I told them, whenever I was getting ready to do this, hold on a second. it messed up because I got in late because storms were going on. So let me fix that. Is it in the bag? Oh, it is in the bag. Thank you. I didn't even look. So, never mind. I was wrong. All right. So let me fix this. Thank you, Jerry, for noticing. Let's see. I'm going to call it. There we go. Done. All right. So I changed that. It's funny, you won't see it until I actually transition to it, which is a weird thing. There we go. Now it says Optimus Prime. All right, sweet. Thanks very much, Jerry. Yeah, I had big thunderstorms here right before I started streaming, so I was a couple minutes late starting. Yeah, that sucked. So yeah, so all right, we've got this. Obviously, we got bag 1 here. Let's see if there's anything fun that's inside. Oh, now see, that's cool. That is cool. That's like the cover. That's like the comics cover for the Transformers, the original. Now this, actually, this is really cool also because we're doing Optimus Prime. Seeing this gives me hope that maybe they're going to do Megatron, Bumblebee, and Starscream all in the future, this kind of thing, which would be really, really awesome. So, yeah, that would be cool. All right, so, all right, read you a little bit real quick. Autobots, convert and roll out. What started off in 1984 as a series of toy robots that could quickly change into other forms became a global cultural phenomenon, encompassing comic books, video games, animations, and live-action blockbuster movies. It's little wonder generations of fans continue to follow the epic battles between the Autobots and Decepticons for control of the planet, of Cybertron, and beyond. This LEGO model of Optimus Prime, the charismatic leader of the Autobots, is the first time the Transformers universe is represented in LEGO bricks. Enjoy. So there's a cool picture of him. This one, he's holding the Matrix of Leadership, which is included in this set. I won't do anything. I won't talk about it, but this is the accessories and stuff. I won't talk about all the things. This is what we're doing. So we're going to do bags 1 and 2 more than likely tonight, and then we'll continue on. So it'll be similar to the DeLorean build. Up. And they have little cool things here, just like in the DeLorean. So, according to his original bio, Optimus Prime is the largest, strongest, and wisest of all the Autobots. He feels his role is the protector of all life. So, that's Optimus Prime. Bonus. I'll give bonus points to anyone that knows, without looking, what the name of the person who is still alive, because he's voiced Optimus Prime in all the movies, including the newer ones that Michael Bay did. If you know the name of the guy that has voiced Optimus Prime forever, in every, essentially, I'm not sure if it's every, but I'm pretty sure it is every single iteration of Transformers, whether it's Beast Wars or, you know, the animated series, the newer Michael Bay ones. I mean, like, all of those has been voiced. Optimus Prime has been voiced by the same person. Very well-known voice actor. And it's pretty, I mean, like, he's done Optimus Prime, and it's pretty much all he's done and all he's really needed to do. So, bonus points for anyone that knows his name without looking. And if you have to look, you know, so be it. Really cool guy, from what I hear. I've never met him. Hey, did you look that up? Did you look that up? I have to ask. Alright, so here we go. We're going to get started. Move this down just a little bit. There we go. Move that over. There. Perfect. Yes, it is Peter Cullen. He is the voice of Optimus Prime and has been for such a long time. Don't know how he got involved with it, but he's just done it. Alright, these are all nice little, not quite chrome pieces, but they're silver pieces. Yes, yes. Everybody has Google. Everybody has Google. So, obviously we're really just getting started. It's been 13 minutes. So, the question to end all questions, and the question that is the most important to ask. What did everybody have for dinner? I had something spicy. I'll leave it at that for the moment. And those two pieces go together. I'm curious, I mean, I know we'll find out, but I'm curious to see how the size of this is going to compare to the actual model, or the actual toy itself. Ah, fantastic! That sounds tasty. I haven't had good fish in a while. Still say the Backdoor Tavern has the best fish salad, simply because of how you can get it all separated and everything, and it's just good that way. Hi, Big Levi's. He's just getting started. Had a little bit of a issue with some storms that were rolling through, so I got started a little bit late, but he's just going. We're on bag 1, and it is moving. Oops, that got in the way. Mac and cheese in a box. Mac and cheese in a box. I mean, you know, that could be good. I wouldn't. I mean, you can do things to make mac and cheese better. Definitely can. I like seeing this. There's some chrome pieces that are in here, nice and glowy and shiny, just like we're in the DeLorean. That's gonna be great. It's gonna really. Okay, now we're gonna put him down for the moment, and we're doing a little piece here. I have to say, whenever I saw that Optimus Prime was a thing, it just tickled me to no end, because it's something that I know Lego fans have talked about before and been like, why do they not do more things like, well, like the DeLorean and things like Transformers and stuff? So now they're actually doing it. I was just mentioning that. In fact, here, let me show you something there, Levi's. This is the very first page. So if you look, I wonder if this is kind of a precursor, or they're going to tell us something about, hey, you know, maybe they're going to do these kind of 4 iconic ones that are here. Megatron. It makes sense. If you're going to do the Autobot leader, you do the Decepticon leader, Megatron. And then Bumblebee, who's always been like a #1 fan thing, and Starscream has always been, you know, popular. So who knows? Who knows? I hope it is a precursor of things to come. Okay, so where does this go? Well, that goes underneath. It doesn't go on top. It goes underneath. That's interesting. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna do the opposite side, of course. Soundwave would be really cool too, because then you could add in things like Ravage, Laserbeak, Rumble and Frenzy. Though that would be hilarious to do Rumble and Frenzy, just because they like yell at each other and stuff, and they make earthquakes. The other one that would be really cool, I think, like if they do some of these like as an initial start to doing, you know, to doing more, like do Megatron, Bumblebee and stuff, and then you have a UCS set, you know, an Ultimate Collector Series set that is like the Constructicons. That would be amazing, you know, all 6 robots. Because if you think about it, well, here, I'll show you real quick. If you think about it, they know how to combine. Sorry. They know how to combine robots because they've done it. They've done it here with Voltron. So they have the technology. So if you could do 6 of them, Oh gosh, Unicron. Jeez. That would be amazing. That would be fantastic. That would be hard to do, though. I mean, like, I've seen the robot for Unicron. I never had it, but I've seen it, and oh my word, is that thing huge. And complex. It is very, very hard to transform. There are a ton of steps. Alright, so this... So it looks like we're building the part where, like... I think the wheels are going to go under here. This is like the grill is going to be right here. Yeah, I think a UCS Unicron would be amazing, but that's quite ambitious. Though that might be something that they do at like the Lego parks or something like that. Like, since they're starting the Transformers stuff, I could see that becoming something that they do as a kind of a showpiece or whatever, because that would be impressive. Very impressive. So versus, or well, even Levi's too. Haven't heard what you guys had for dinner. Hot Rod and the head of. Oh, that would be cool too. Yeah, that would be neat. Hot Rod could be pulling apart the matrix of leadership. So versus, what did you have for dinner? I myself had a spicy pizza that was from Aldi. It was really, really good. It was like a Chipotle spicy pizza. So it was like a cheeseburger pizza, but Chipotle, and it was really tasty. It was fantastic. All right, moving right along. This is going to be similar to the DeLorean in the fact that, like, the bags are not huge, so we'll be able to do some, we'll be able to do 2 bags a night, it looks like. Tacos. Hey, it's Tuesday. I had tacos for lunch. So, Taco Tuesday. Very, very good. Awesome. Glad you could join us, Levi's. Wait, so what you are? I'm curious. What is Annie's? What is Annie's? I've never heard of that kind as far as like mac and cheese goes. Now, did you have real tacos or did you have something like fish tacos? Oh, it is. I've never heard of it before. Must not be Western PA. Alright, so nothing here. Alright, we got some words here. Energon is the primary commodity for Transformers society, as it can be used for food, energy, and currency, which, yes, it definitely can. It is used for pretty much everything. Alright, so we got, let me put this down for a second, we've got 2 little pieces to do. Annie's. See, when I hear Annie's, I think Auntie Anne's, but that's pretzels. So this goes here. This is the working on the cockpit here. Should be it for there. Oh, we got some lights, some green-colored lights. Those are interesting. Ooh, Powerball. Powerball's good. Okay, that's slightly open. The Voltron model I showed you, they did a few years ago, and then they've since made things a little bit better as far as like making pieces that twist and stuff like that, which is what a model like this definitely needs in order for it to work properly. All right, some long flats here. See, and you could do that. You could have Salmon Spike, Witwicky. What a great name, Witwiki. There we go. Now the smooth parts are so that other pieces can move in and stuff like that, and so it is a lot like Transformers. They don't have all the joints done the same way, because with the plastic and stuff you can, or the metal, you can do things a little bit different. That's okay. Legos that are awesome. Alright, so far so good. Alright, now we got some other hooks here. Oh, I bet you, if this is the cab, I bet you the matrix of leadership goes right there. And two blue lights right here, one there. I don't know where it is. I was looking through it. I have all my other Transformers up on a shelf, and I don't know where it is. I have the new one, that's from the first Michael Bay movie. But I don't know where my G1 is, so I have to look around for it. I must have hit it somewhere or whatever, so it didn't get injured or whatever, like my cats didn't do anything with it. Because I wanted to kind of do a comparison. But, yeah, don't know where it is right now. Nope, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, so this goes here. And one of these 1x2s. Alright, looking pretty good. Alright, so we're going to put this down. We got some of our first little doohickeys. This is cool. There's going to be, this is kind of a joint. I don't know how well you can tell. You see how it sticks out a little bit? There's going to be a joint type thing or a socket that rolls in there. So that's how they're going to make it so that things move. Which is really cool that they're doing stuff like that, because it makes posability. Which is very important when it comes to a Transformer. Okay, so two of these together. Goes right there. Two of these 1x1s. Hi Greg, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks a lot for coming in. Working on bag number 1 of Optimus Prime right now. Going along smoothly. I think this is all the cab. We're starting with the cab and everything, so moving right along. Oh, I've seen it at the Lego store. That thing is massive, but really cool looking. Go for it. If you're thinking about it, go for it. It looks like a fun model. I unfortunately would have nowhere to put it. So I will not be getting that. And I have Optimus. I just did the AT-AT, so yeah, I just would have no room. But the Titanic looks great. The fact that it separates into 3, and you can also open some of the compartments and stuff and see things like the engine room and stuff like that. Really cool. Really cool. I think you can see the ballroom, like where the chandelier is and stuff. That would be really neat. Yeah, if you can do it, go for it. It looks like a really cool build. Okay, we got those done. Starting to look like a thing. Alright, a couple more pieces and then we'll be done with this, and we'll go on to bag number 2 since we'll have enough time. Oh no. Yeah, that thing is not made watertight. Definitely not the way it's built. I think you could tell that by just kind of looking at it, but hey, it probably was fun to do. And that would have been glub, glub, glub. Levi's just said that a little while ago. He said, what if they did a Unicron? That seems to be the going consensus now, I guess. I think they're going to stick with some of the smaller ones, like since they just did Optimus. I think they'll go for Megatron next, maybe, or a Bumblebee, and then someone else iconic like Starscream or Soundwave, and then I think they'll go for something bigger like, wow, it'd be really cool if they did something like Metroplex or Trypticon, or I think the Constructicons would be fantastic. That would be really neat. Yeah, exactly. He'd be the most expensive set because nothing has topped 800 really right now. The Star Wars models are the ones that have been the most expensive, and of course I have both of them. So Greg, since you just joined in, what did you have for dinner? That's kind of been the thing. Oh, and I have to ask, did you have any ice cream yet? Or is that dessert? Looks like we're making the windshields part now. Cool, cool. I mean, everything is going up. So yeah, they've done a very good job keeping. Oh, cool. Burgers are always good. Lego has done a fantastic job up till this point, keeping the prices down. So I'm not surprised. Oh yeah, that's true. They would have been a lot of carbs. I'm not surprised because everything is going up, but they've done a great job keeping them down up to this point. I'm sure that was tough. Alright, so... Oh, that one's supposed to go on the bottom. Interesting. Alright, first windshield, or, yeah, first windshield piece done. So there we go. Local burger joint. That sounds good. I like good burgers. Now, is it one of those places that, if it's a burger joint, I mean, like, are you saying like a Wendy's or a McDonald's? Or, yeah, the Titan, I've seen it at the Lego store. It's so big. It's really neat. Because it's not like my AT-AT is high. It's like really high. But the Titanic is like that, but it's long, you know? And Noodle Shop. Noodles are good. There's a noodle shop not far from me that I really like. Yeah, Burgatory is great burgers. They're so delicious, and so are their shakes. So good. Alright, there we go. So I know just by the pictures and stuff, the windshield's supposed to stay out like, it sticks out just a little bit. So there we go. We are done with bag number 1. We've got, oh, I gotta put this on. There's a chrome piece that goes here. There we go. Now we're done with bag number 1. So there we go. So there's the first part of the cockpit. So we've done like the windshield and some of the base stuff. So that's interesting. We've got a ways to go. Frankly, I have to say that the AT-AT was my favorite, absolute favorite. It was so much fun to do. It was so different. It's just giant and big, and it was so much fun. Check out I have both all my streams online on my channel, but I also have a fast run of it. So I basically took all the videos and sped it up. So it's like 27 minutes long still, because it was like a 17-hour build. There we go, bag number 2. I'm good. It was epic. It was so much fun. There was so much to it. The detail is amazing. I have to say that is my absolute favorite so far of everything. Alright, we're on to bag number 2. We've been streaming for about a half hour, so we're good. I'll get this one done too. And I appreciate everyone joining to watch. This has actually been the most watched stream so far, so very much appreciated. Anytime you want to like, follow, subscribe, that's also appreciated. I'm just trying to grow my channel and just have fun building Legos. Give a chance for other people to see sets they may not get or have or be able to, you know, whatever. That's kind of like why I'm doing this, because I have them, so I'd like other people to be able to enjoy. So, thanks everyone for watching. Alright, bag number 2. This goes to the side for a little bit. And we're going to start putting these together. The video, and in fact I'll be doing other videos too that are fast. Like every single build I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a speed build. For May the 4th this year, I actually took apart the Millennium Falcon. That took quite a while. That was like almost 8 hours, and I'm gonna speed that up. I also built the DeLorean. Just finished it actually 2 weeks ago. So that one I'm going to speed up as well. That one was fun. It was similar to this. It turned out really nicely. Very, very cool. And now, obviously, Optimus Prime. Alright, so those 4, and that's going to go under here. Looks like this is going to be the base. It goes underneath the... Versus isn't talking much. I bet you he's looking at the new content on Final Fantasy. Alright. 2 stud things for joints. I'm curious to see too, because there wasn't that much detail in the actual toys. I mean, there was some. There were some chrome details and stuff like that, but there wasn't that much. So it'll be interesting to see what Lego does. Oh, that's right. You got the Batmobile. Is that that's the 1989 one, right? The Michael Keaton one, isn't it? Smooth pieces, looks like. Oh, right. Okay, the tumbler. Yeah, that would be a fun set to do. The God of War Ragnarok. Yeah, that one's gonna be. I hear interesting things about that. Funny little curved pieces that they use. Okay, looks like we got our first joint here for maybe the torso. That's got a little ball here so we can have shifting. Oh wow. So that must have been a lot of base and initial, like, what you call it? A lot of framing and stuff like that to support the rest, huh? Oh yeah, Elden Ring, yeah, the DLC. That's a game I don't have time to do everything. I've seen some Let's Plays of Elden Ring. It looks really cool. Oh, this goes for the top. Oh, this is going to be where the head goes. Ah, okay. So this goes right here. All right. So this is all going to support. Oh, look at that. That's going to be cool. So that's how it transforms to truck, And then robot, so the head will be on top here. That's cool. Oh, yeah. Lego likes to cheat that way and put bags inside of bags, and then you have no clue. Alright, again, to the side as we do the next part. Oh. 2, 4. So these are weird pieces. This is something that Lego has started doing recently. We used to always have 1x3s a lot, but 1x5s are now starting to come more into play in sets. You didn't normally see them. Most of the time they kept to even numbers as far as the number of studs. But yeah, it's expanded a good bit from there, from the early days. Alright, so put this down. Now we work on the other side. Yeah, I love that it transforms too. I can't wait to see it. I can already see some of the joints and stuff where they're gonna go. Do I have a Lego city? No, I do not have a city. What I do have, though, is a Star Wars room, essentially, because Star Wars was my first love. Well, actually, and Legos quickly followed. Oh, hold on, got a little factoid. According to the episode Thief in the Night, it takes 1,000 barrels of oil to make one Energon cube. And I do remember that. I remember that stat, actually, from back when I was a kid and saw it. Alright, so this is this is gonna go on top here. Let's make sure we get this in the right spot. No, I do not have a city. I have a Star Wars room, but it's also kind of turned into, because what I really started doing was mostly the UCS, the Star Wars UCS builds, and so I have them around. I started with the Carillion Corvette. Excuse me. And actually, the shelf I have, the Carillion Corvette being chased by my Star Destroyer, would work for the Titanic, but it's taken up, obviously. But yeah, that's kind of what I did. And in my Star Wars room, all the bigger ships fit. Like I have the A-Wing, the Y-Wing, the Millennium Falcon I used to have together. Now it's apart. But yeah, all those things is how things started, but then they started coming out with some stuff like this. Like this is an important thing. I'm so stoked about seeing if they're going to do more of these Transformers, because that's a cool combination. The DeLorean I couldn't pass up. I'm trying to think what else. There's been some others that they're just too good to pass up. Like, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. There we go. So this is how. So that'll keep them from closing all the way. So there we go. So our windshield is done. Oh yeah, Marvel is a good thing to collect. The classic stuff. I'm not as keen on the current stuff, but yeah, anything you can get into collecting that you like, I mean, it's fantastic. Yes, these are these buffer pieces. I like these pieces because these have like a little extra edge to them, so that things like, well, like the head here, first of all, don't go too far, and second of all, they butt up against. See, can't go any further, which is cool. But yeah, collecting things is neat. I have some Marvel comics, mostly X-Men. Oh my word, the Daily Bugle, that's a neat set. That's really, really huge. Really tall. Probably, I don't know. Wait, how tall is it? Is it taller than the AT-AT? Oh, I get to put smooth pieces here. Now, really, you can't close. There we go. There we go. That looks good. Cab is getting done. Another thing here. Oh, it's talking about the original Generation 1 Optimus Prime toy was released in 1984 in the US. The design of the toy itself was originally named Battle Convoy. I do remember hearing that. Battle Convoy is what it was originally called. And the reason for that, a lot of time, and most of the toys actually, is because the Transformers were just toys that were done in Japan. And someone at Hasbro saw them and said, ooh, we could sell those here, however, we need a marketing scheme. So the cartoon was born. So they basically took existing Japanese toys and converted them to English use, but in order to advertise, they made a cartoon. And that's kind of how things were done in the 80s too, whenever they wanted to use existing merchandise and find a way to sell it. Which I think is cool. A Daily Planet, go with Superman, yeah. It says it's 32 inches tall, okay. Yeah, the Daily Planet would be really cool. It's 32 inches tall, okay. Because the AT-AT is 25 inches tall. It's huge. Alright, so we're done with the cab for now. We'll put that over here to the side. And it looks like we're working on part of the torso. Yeah, the Daily Planet would be cool. I mean, they do have the DC stuff as far as, like, you know, Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, and things like that. So that's not far-fetched. And the fact that they did the Bugle to coincide with the Spider-Man movie, I mean, I don't see why not. I love whenever they combine Technic pieces with regular pieces and just make them work together. It's so cool. So very cool. This. Oh, 2x1, 1x2s, or 2x2s and 1x2. Alright, and flat piece. I also like when they do this. So like, you have the smooth part of, like, you know, something is going to go against here and move and stuff, but then they have all these studs so that you can put detail stuff and things on there. So it kind of all adds to it and goes together. Alright, so we're going to do 1x2. 1x2. And this brick. You're mining ore. Hey, that works. I mean, like, you don't need to watch me on both screens. Alright, we gotta put that down and do some other stuff. Mining ore is important. I mean, I think that's all we did for, like, a number of things. They did. I saw, I forget who it was that I watched. Somebody came out with it and showed how the Sanctum Sanctorum looks. That's kind of like the next big set everyone's been waiting for, as far as like Marvel fans and stuff. So they showed some, I don't know if it was concept things that Lego did, but something got released about it. I can't remember what it was exactly. Alright. Getting down to the wire on this. Almost done with bag number 2. So this has gone pretty quick, so to speak, but it's been neat. Oh yeah, like the zombie strange. Alright, so we're gonna flip this over. We're going to put this part in and then cover it over with this. That's interesting. I've never done that before. That's kind of cool. Alright, so we're going to put that down. Put a couple of these. Do 2 of those. And there we go. And how does that go? These go upwards. Right like that. That look right? Yep. And we put this on top of here. Interesting. But now we have all these pieces that all line up that face outwards on both sides. So then it's all going to be able to be fixed together. I actually have not watched Kenobi at all. I've not had any time. So sometime I will. So no spoilers. Sorry. Sometime I will. So this is cool. So we got this piece and this piece. Snap on. There's our turntable. I don't know if you can hear that. So it makes it so that like it freely is able to turn, but it doesn't turn so loosely that it'll just turn on its own. I like those kind of pieces. All right. So that go. Whoop. Gotta get. Come on. There we go. All right. Needed to be pushed just right so that snapped on there. All right. Good. Now we've got. Ooh, these are really, really dark pieces here. And two of these. How far? It's hard to tell on the instructions because of how dark these blue pieces are. But I love them because they are so dark. That's just how Optimus Prime's colors are. Okay, there we go. Put that down. Work on these little slant parts. Alright, I think this is going to be finishing it up here because we don't have many pieces left. Got a few more detail pieces here. I always like these black raised flat pieces because they do have a little bit of detail to them. Whoops. And big piece here. Slant here. Yeah, this is definitely transformer looking because they always have angles to them. They're not just flat. And these wings, not really wings, but that's kind of how the pieces look. This goes on the back here. Alright. And flip this over. This has 10 bags. This over, and which way? This goes to the back. Okay, make sure this is straight, and done. 51 minutes. Look at that. All right, so we've gotten most of the cockpit done. And the torso started, it looks like. I gotta push that in there a little bit better. There we go. And looks like these will open. Matrix of Leadership will go right here. His head will go here, and we'll be able to flip over and be hidden, which is cool. Looks like we got some arms starting that flip out. Not sure how those are going to work, but nice. And obviously torso that bends, or like that moves, and then you're gonna have legs that start here. So that's looking fantastic so far. So far so good. We'll be on to bag number 3 starting next week. Sorry I started late. Thanks so much for tuning in though. I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun talking with you guys and everything. Yeah, that's looking really cool. Just looking at it as it is, knowing how it's going to be and how Optimus Prime looks, and the fact that it's going to transform. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm really stoked about this, and I do hope this is something that's going to happen in the future for other ones. I think it'll be neat. Thanks a lot, everyone, for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, nice chatting with you as well. It was a lot of fun. tune in next week. Check out some of my other videos if you would, especially if you're interested in something like the AT-AT or whatever, especially seeing it built fast. That was a lot of fun to do as a video, and it looks really neat coming together whenever it's done fast. It really, really, really looks cool. And I plan on doing more videos like that. So again, thanks a lot for watching and tuning in, and until next time, keep on building.